In Lesson 5, I'm going to teach you how to correct the records for a book's title. This lesson will teach you how to locate and enter ISBN numbers, publication information, series information, a book summary, and subject headings. You've been working just with single copy records, but we're going to move on to titles. And to remind you, a title belongs to sometimes multiple copies under that title. So you may have to go back and do additional corrections to the copies as well as the title. Starting at the top of my pink highlighted titles, I'm going to begin with What's Left of Me. It doesn't give an author, and normally I do write these in for you, but we can actually find this one, surprisingly, with just the call number FIC ZHA. This is going to be found under barcode T32006. I search for this barcode and I find that there's only one copy. It doesn't have any information under the description or location though. So the copy record will definitely need to be addressed as well as the title, but let's leave that for a little bit later. To navigate to the title, click on Title Details. Once you're in a title, determine what you have and what you're missing. We do have a title, we have a call number, and we have an ISBN. We're missing publication information and some other things. The first place I looked for this title was on Amazon. But look at how many titles are identical or similar to the title What's Left of Me. Our call number helped me determine that I wanted the title What's Left of Me by Kat Zhang, Z-H-A-N-G. That's not enough to determine that we have the right book though. We had another clue in our titles record, the ISBN. Those letters stand for International Standard Book Number. Think of the ISBN as a social security number for a title. Just as John Smith with one social security number is a different person than John Smith with another social security number, so titles can be differentiated by their ISBNs. Going back to Amazon, we see that this title, What's Left of Me, is by Kat Zhang, and it's going to have a different ISBN number than this title, What's Left of Me, by Amanda Maxlin. Unfortunately, a lot of our records are missing the ISBN altogether. In those cases, just go into arbookfind.com and see if you can find an ISBN that seems to match the title and author you're working with. You may have noticed that I typed rescuers instead of the rescuers for my Alan Zulo title. When you're trying to find a title on arbookfind.com, never use the articles a, an, or the to find the title. It will come up as this title cannot be found. Once you've located the title in AR Bookfind, click on the hyperlink for details. Scroll down to the bottom and you'll find helpful publication information including LCCN numbers, ISBN numbers, publishers, the year it was published, and even how many pages long the book is. This information will be super helpful as you try to fill out the information for your title in Follett Destiny. But if your title record on Follett Destiny includes the ISBN number, use that number to help you find the correct book on AR Bookfind by copy-pasting the ISBN from our Follett Destiny record into the Advanced Search ISBN section on AR Bookfind. To edit a title in Follett Destiny, click on Title Details, and then in the upper right hand corner click on Edit Title. Alright, so we're going to go back and we're going to work on editing our title. So the first thing you need to know is if there's a leading article like a, an, or the, you have to put it in this box. And then you wouldn't capitalize whatever's next. Again, that would be the first word of the title, so it gets capitalized. Subtitles are almost always for nonfiction, whereas you're working exclusively with fiction, so skip that part. type in your author as his or her name appears in arbookfind.com. You'll notice there are two sections for author information in Follett Destiny. To fill out the lower section on author information, you must use information from the Library of Congress. Google Library of Congress authorities and use the drop-down menu to choose Name Authority headings. Type in your author's last name followed by a comma and his or her first name. Make sure you're using the authorized heading. So, for example, Samuel Clements, the real name of Mark Twain, is not an authorized heading on the Library of Congress, but Mark Twain is authorized. Copy-paste this authorized heading directly into Follett Destiny's secondary author section. Some authors have dates associated with their names, so cut and paste dates as needed. It's also a good idea to compare notes on publishing information with the Library of Congress catalog. In this listing, for example, I was able to find the series title. It's called Hybrid Chronicles. The fact that this one is a first edition, the name and the location of the publishing company, verification of the year of publication, and you can supplement any publishing information you can't find with information that's available through Amazon and AR Book Find. As I said, I discovered the title of the series this book is part of. Click on Series Notes in Follett Destiny to enter your series information. Always double check series information with several sources. So here I am looking at it on Amazon and then on AR Book Find, double checking, typing in the title of the series, and then where it says volume number below, include a number like a 1 for the first book in the series, a 2 for the second book in the series. Of course, not all fiction books are part of a series, so just leave all of this blank if it's not. Because AR Book Find suggests upper grades for this title, I chose YA, also known as Young Adult, for this book's interest level. Add the book summary in the Notes section. Choose Summary from the drop-down menu. You can copy-paste a summary from Amazon, the Library of Congress, or AR Book Find, but note that the summary in Library of Congress is quite long. We're making this title record for middle schoolers who will find a long summary less appealing than a short one. This shorter summary found at AR Book Find is much more appealing for a middle school student, but wherever you copy-paste your book summary from must be disclosed in the title's record. So notice that I have typed arbookfind.com as a reference at the end of the summary I've pasted in. Hit Update, and now you have your summary. Next, we'll work with subject headings, which can also be found under the Subjects tab. So if you're still under Brief Title, please go back to the Subjects tab. These are search terms that students might use to find a book. In arbookfind.com, these subject headings are located under Topic, Subtopic. Here we see the terms Science Fiction, Miscellaneous Other, Science Fiction, Dystopias. I like to keep this simple, so I'm just going to put in Science Fiction in the topical heading. But I could put a general subtopic of dystopias under General as well. Update, save the title, and now when you go look at the title, you can find the topics you've given as subject headings under the Explore section. It's also possible to find subject headings on the Library of Congress website, which is how I got the topics of sisters, followed by juvenile fiction, and the topic of identity, juvenile fiction. Be sure to copy subjects correctly spelled. They are only linkable from one title to another if they are exact matches. So in this title, Sisters is linkable and Science Fiction is linkable, but this may be the first book that I've ever put in with this concept of identity as one of the subject headings, so it's not linkable. If another book had this topic, you'd be able to click on it and it would show you all the titles that have sisters as one of the themes, or all the titles that have identity as a theme. In closing, when you save the title, make sure the check mark at check punctuation on save has been checked. Hit your save title and expect some errors. Always go back and double check. Don't just accept their suggestions. For example, I had arbookfind.com in parentheses. It wants to put a period after that. So I should go back and change this and delete the parentheses, or perhaps put in a period and then choose that as my option, the original. So if you click accept suggestion, it's going to put AR Bookfind without this closed parentheses. And then finally, proofread the title you've created to see if there are errors, like if there should be a period after arbookfind.com, or to see whether or not you even have cover art, which we'll cover in another tutorial video.